Okay, so last night it got down to about freezing. And I think what I'm going to do is, it's probably a bit early, but I think I'll winterize the water system here. And then if we wanted to go camping, we could still flush the toilet with pink water. And so we'll see, but we don't want the, after all the work I did on the plumbing this year, I don't want that to freeze. So get into little girl here, or boy. All right, well, let's get in here and you can see the little bit of frost crystals. My method of starting this is pump it once all the way, pump it twice all the way. Let's see what we get here. Another couple pumps. Okay, not bad. Tack. Oil pressure's right up. Charging's right up. Alright, so I'm going to pull this into position. I'm going to back the back into the dirt. We can just drain the water. Probably should drive it not filming. Okay, so now we're in position here. Let's see. Yeah, man, I'm going to drain my hot water heater, so I want that on the dirt. I could have done it on the pavement. It's just water, but you know, whatever. It'll absorb into the ground better. So let's first go to the bathroom, turn on the light, and open this up. Oh, we've got so much toilet paper in the way. So I'm gonna have to take this whole thing out of here so I can get to the hot water heater. Okay, so I gotta get right back there and loosen that up, but I need to put something on that to catch all the water. I could just let it drain out of there, but that would be not good. So let me put something on that, and then we'll get that water out of there. Okay, I've opened up my water tank access here. We've got less than half a tank in there, but we're going to open my drain valve. And I guess we're draining. Let's go see if we are draining. I don't want this totally to drain out because I'm going to add the antifreeze to it, and I don't want to have to reprime that pump. But let's go see how our draining is doing out back there. Not going around this way. I see nothing. I wonder if it froze up a little bit. Well, let's get to the bottom of that. Okay, that's coming out of there. There was, again, a little like mud nest in there. I don't know. I had this problem when I was trying to fill the tank. This one over here had a little mud nest in it. That's the vent. So anyway, I stuck this thing up there, and it worked fine. So now I'm going to go in there and monitor that, make sure we get most of that very cold water out of there. I've unscrewed my sending unit just because I think I'm going to fill from here. I think it'll just be way easier than trying to pour the bottles in through that thing. That's good when you stick a hose in it, but this will be much easier. I can hear it. It's going down. Unfortunately, we're a little bit at an angle, so we're going to end up running out of there before we do down there. So I guess I could loosen that. And again, I'm not sure that I want to just have a bunch of random water flowing all around here, so maybe I'll bring the thing forward and get it up a little higher and more level, and we'll get some water in the driveway. It's really not a big deal. So I'm going to do that. Well, let's let this drain all the way out. You know what? I bet you actually there won't be much in there. Okay, so I got a hose that's a little bit too long. Should probably just cut it, and I should probably just leave it in here. We can see that it's draining. Whoops, that's not what we want to do. Anyway, so we're draining there. I think I might actually, I'm not going to use this hose for anything else. I'm going to cut this and shove it down through there. That's better. It's more of a permanent fix. So I'm going to throw this garbage away. And now I can actually start squirting my insulation around here so I can get this whole area insulated much better. Again, I needed to fill that full of rock wool, and you can see a little bit of light of day coming through there. So this area with all this plumbing needs to be better insulated. Alright, now I gotta put 10 gallons of this in there. Alright, this has stopped draining. So I'm reaching here, turn that off. That is now off. And my air, that's off. Alright. Getting full, and it's nighttime. I had to leave and go to work, so I'm gonna finish and whoops, just bonked my head. I'm gonna finish filling this with these last couple gallons, and then I will turn on the pump and run out whatever water comes out of there until that's pink, and pour that outside because I don't want a whole bunch of water going into the holding tank. So let me pour these last 2 gallons in here, then we'll come over here and turn this water on. Okay, that's our pump. Remember, we drain the system, so it's going to take a minute to build up some pressure. And down is our cold. Our whole hot water tank is going to be empty. So we're just going to sit here and just, I don't know how long it's going to take for pink to come out of there. So I don't know if I should sit here and film it or, oh, I think I'm seeing some pink. Okay. All right, so now before this gets too nasty, I'm going to pour this out outside. Well, you know, I don't have to pour it outside right now. See what happens if I go over to my hot water. So now we're doing our hot water. And what I think this might have to do is it might have to, does it have to fill up our entire hot water tank? I don't know. This is a very good question. And maybe I should start with a hot water in the bathroom. Whoop. We're getting some more. See, this is having to do with the fact that I drained the hot water tank. So maybe I'll start in the bathroom for a second and see what happens in there. Yeah, let's see what happens in our bathroom. So let's do this, because I believe what's happening is it's filling up our tank. Now I can't see if water's, I mean, this whole thing needs to get filled up with pink water. And I can't really see because it's dark. I guess I could hear it when the water's coming out. What I did is I just opened the valve in there so this can fill, because what was happening is we were getting a lot of, it was creating air pressure basically. So maybe I'll do that. I'll just bleed it out the hot water, and then it'll come out and we'll just have air coming out. So I'll close this back up, and then we'll open our hot water and let the air bleed out of here. And then when the hot water tank gets full, that we'll get some pink coming out of here. So this is what's happening now. I'm waiting for hot water to come out of here. Okay, and so that's what's happening. Now I got pink coming out of the hot. There, that's going into our holding tank. That's fine. Let's do our cold here. We got, that's pink coming out of there. Alright, now we got pink coming out of the shower. Alright, we got pink coming out of the toilet. And at this point, we can let the water go down into the holding tank. How are we doing here? And we've used about half of the gallons I put in there, because most of that went into the hot water heater. And then we're going to, so we got, there's our hot there. And now we had some air in there, but we're gonna let the air come out. We got pink in there. And then our cold's got pink. So that's it. So I guess the one thing, we can turn off our pressure, that I'm not exactly sure what to do about is the fill that comes in from over there. I mean, that's going to be a short piece, and hopefully some of this pink backfills that way. I mean, maybe I'll run some air through. I don't know if anybody knows what to do about the you know, the campsite water hookup, city water, how to get that last little bit out of there. I'm not sure. I thought about it. I probably should have blown some air through it, but that's great. So I mean, if it's pink coming out of here, that's all we got. We got this sink, we got that sink, and the toilet and the shower. So I believe that is winterized. So the way this works back here, I don't know if I ever showed it, is if I want to make this into a couch, you've got these pads underneath here, and that's like that. And then you put the two cushions up there, and then you got a couch, and you can sit in here. But for sleeping, you pull this out here. I guess I had a video somewhere, but if anybody wants to make that kind of bedroom, it's pretty straightforward and easy, and it really works well. So now I'm going to put the cushions back here. Okay, next day all winterized. Now we're going to go to New York City to watch the New York City Marathon. We're going to take a train there today. So we're just getting loaded up, and the old rendezvous, and then we're going to go. And boom, we're back. Let's go see what our pad looks like. It's looking to me like it's all dry. It's been almost a week. Tomorrow will be a week. So I think what we'll do is wait till tomorrow, and we're gonna park this thing on here and get it set up to where I can then do the double row timing chain and the front crank seal, and hopefully get this leak stopped so that we can have a reliable camper to drive around. And it is reliable. It's just got that pesky oil leak. I think once that's done, then we'll move on to wet sanding and buffing the paint and touching up the paint here and there and that kind of stuff. But anyway, so tomorrow we'll put it on this nice new slab here. And there it is on the parking pad. We'll get a cover for it, I think, and it's winterized now, so I'll just put a cover on it, and it's got a nice dry place with no critters crawling under it. I'm gonna get it straightened out on here. We're getting ready to have the driveway done over here, and we'll have a nice permanent place for it. So there we have it.